Hi, I'm Sheila Pearl, author of Still Life, a spiritual handbook for family caregivers, co-author in Pearls of Wisdom with Jack Canfield and 20 other thought leaders, and creator of a process for thriving in difficult times I call S.M.I.L.E for Serenity. 10 years ago, I woke up and I couldn't move. I was paralyzed. My eyes were swollen shut. My hands were swollen. My feet were swollen to the point where I couldn't move them or step down. I had literally had an emotional and physical breakdown. And in that moment, I got that I was doing something that wasn't working. In that moment, I got that I had been reacting to my worst nightmare and asking the kind of question in the midst of that nightmare that was driving me to run away from my nightmare and not face it and to be present. And in that frenzy, I literally broke down. And in that moment, it was a defining moment for me. It was a wake-up call. I realized that the question I had been asking was, why is this happening? And the question I needed to ask was, what is this about for me? And how can I thrive in the midst of this difficult situation? You see, every single day for several years, I was facing my worst nightmare. I would go into my husband's room where he was in a hospital bed, out of his mind and stuck in his body. You see, dementia and Parkinson's had stolen my husband from me. And what I saw when I looked at him was someone that just was no longer there. I couldn't stand it. So every single day of my life, I had to function. I had to make a living. I was asking the question, why? Why is this happening? And it just was making it worse. As I broke down in asking the what and the how, teachers and guides and messengers started to come to me, surround themselves around me to support me and to assist me in gathering tools and modalities and understanding and wisdom that have allowed me to not only step out of that nightmare and to thrive, but to develop programs to help others as well. I was able, before my husband's passing, to spend 18 months with him in quiet meditation, which for me in that situation included some communication intuitively from my husband. And the first message that he gave me, I realized immediately, was a message not just for me, but for you. And it was this: I'm still here. Be with me. What you see when you look at me is not me. Now I know that I'm not my mind or my brain or my body. Please be with me, smile with me, laugh with me, and sing with me. Please don't disappear. Touch me and kiss me. This, my friend, is a message for all of us when we're facing our nightmare of someone that we love who appears to be out of their mind, and maybe they are, who appears to be gone to us. But the fact is they're not. They're just in another state of mind. And so I was able to use the tools that I learned to engage with myself and my husband and to reach a level of serenity and peace that I'm now able to teach. So now I want to give you just a little taste of your power, which I've learned along the way, and I want to share with you right now. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, most joyful, light energy, and 1 being down through the floor, that energy of being stuck and fearful and sad, and all of those things that go with our reactions to difficult times. What are you today? Is it a 2? Is it a 4? Are you kind of in the middle with a 5, 6, 7? Whatever it is, just notice that. Now, I want to invite you to play with me. I want you to invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath, imagine the face of someone, or an experience that you had, or the taste of something yummy that brings a really big smile to your face. And go ahead and smile right now. Now, on a scale of 1 to 10, did your number shift? Is your energy lighter than it was before you smiled? For most of us, it is, just because when you smile, everything lifts, right? So that's just a small example of your power right here, right now. You see, in the midst of my nightmare, I didn't want to smile. I didn't want to do a lot of things I used to do. And so I contributed to my own misery. So now I want to share with you the S.M.I.L.E for Serenity process, very briefly. S.M.I.L.E is an acronym. It's an acronym for 5 actions and activities and energies that you can engage in because you can, because it's part of your birthright. And the first one is sing. Sing your heart out. It doesn't matter if you can carry a tune. Who cares? Sing in the shower. Sing in the car. But it's about opening up your voice and being willing to listen to music, sing along with the music, be your big, expansive self, and let your voice soar. Sing. The M is for move. Move your body. Move yourself out of the couch. Get up out of bed. Go to a party. Engage with other people. Go to networking events. Move yourself from this point to the next stage. Take a step. Moving is part of who we are in our bodies, so use it fully. Move. The I is for imagine, to access your full imagination through your intuitive self, to imagine the possibilities of even turning your difficult challenge into some form of gift or blessing, as difficult as it may be, to imagine it's possible. To imagine yourself being able to dance and laugh and sing even when you are gripped by a difficult situation, but it's possible. The L is for laughter. I prescribe that you laugh at least 3 times a day. You see, it's important to lighten up. You know why angels fly, don't you? Because they take everything lightly. Don't take everything so seriously. And when you lighten up, I promise you, you see things differently. It expands your perspective. And being able to see things more clearly with a broad perspective gives you more choices for stepping into that next moment. And the E is for engage, to connect to yourself, to connect to others, heart to heart, body to body, mind to mind, connect with everyone around you. Go to networking events, go to parties and connect. So in that process of using those actions, you discover who you are in a whole new way. And it becomes magic. You're bound to have difficult times. It's part of what life is all about. Me too. And when that happens, whether your car breaks down or you have some illness that you're grappling with or someone you love is having a tough day or is in the midst of dementia, you have a choice. You see, you don't have to do this alone. I didn't. I had lots of teachers and guides and support. So if you're interested in the work that I do, please stay connected with me. Visit my website, put your name on my mailing list so we can stay connected. I'm leaving you with one final message my husband left with me shortly before his continuation day. He said, "Look at me. What do you see? Perhaps you see the shell of a man who is out of his mind and stuck in his body. Please look again with your heart. And perhaps you will see a reflection of yourself. Because after all, I am you and you are me."